welcome our brother Sam to the Halloween Freak Show team, and we'd like to welcome you back to episode number 2 of the Halloween Freak Show.
Dose!
Yeah, alright. Welcome back. First of all, we want to say thank you for watching. We got over 100 views on our first video, which doesn't seem like a lot, but to us, we were never expecting that. So, thank you guys very much. Keep telling people, keep watching, and keep letting us know what you think, because if you see something you like, we'll keep doing it. If you see something you don't like, we'll stop doing it. Also, we want to apologize for the lack of a video last week. We will be doing this every week from this point out. We've got a 3-person team now, so there will always be somebody available to edit or shoot the videos. Again, there were some family circumstances that came up, completely unavoidable, and there's just nothing that we could do about it. Let's get right into this, guys, because I'm excited. Well, actually, first, before we get into it, we need to say we did receive some feedback on our first video. Apparently, there's a few haunted houses that would like us to actually work with them closer on actually doing a review. They may let us come out and film on the property. So, for now, we're going to review one haunted house that we went to today that we did speak with the owner. We didn't get any footage there, but he said it was okay to go ahead and do the review and let him know. So, we're going to go ahead and do that today. And a few of the other haunted house reviews, we may be going back to Niles to re-review them. And we went to the Haunted Castle in Black Forest in Fort Wayne yesterday. We're going to hold off on reviewing that one for the time being, because we would like to go ahead and they invited us to come and do some actual reviews there and possibly get some footage from inside the castle. So we'll see how all that pans out. We're also working with a few other haunted houses locally and in the region to try and come in. If you have a haunted house or you know somebody who has a haunted house, let them know about us. We would be happy to come in and review any haunted house as long as we are able to get there. Michigan, Illinois, Ohio, Kentucky even. Just let us know and we'll do our best to set up a time and try and get there and review your haunted house. Alright guys, let's get right into it. As we said, we went to the Haunted Castle in Black Forest in Fort Wayne, Indiana yesterday. I'm going to hold off on that review. They've invited us to come back and actually do some filming there and take some more pictures and stuff. So we will hopefully be doing that in the coming weeks, and we'll get you a review on them as quickly as possible. Without a full review, I would say it's fairly good, and you should definitely go check it out. But you'll definitely hear the review coming in a very few short weeks, or sooner possibly. So stay tuned for that. But right now we'd like to review where we went last night, and we did speak with the owner of this place, but unfortunately did not get any footage on the grounds. And that was Soul Takers Acres and Dr. Colloidius Blackstone's Chamber of Horrors in Warsaw, Indiana at the 4-H Fairgrounds. Soul Takers Acres has been around for a few years, and the guy who runs it has been in the business for about 34 years. And let me tell you, that definitely shows with what he puts into his haunted house. The deal there is you can get a gruesome twosome pack to go through both Soul Takers Acres and Colloidius Blackstone's Chamber of Horrors for $10. Not a lot of extra cash laying around. Definitely check this place out. $10 for 2 things. Let's start out with the Dr. Colloidius Blackstone's Chamber of Horrors. This was like a museum. Some very, very small museum. A few different displays. But the displays that they have were amazing. They actually have human body parts and different things from for example, they have Pancho Villa's trigger finger, the actual Mexican outlaw's trigger finger. Very, very interesting to see that. Somebody actually had it framed, so that's kind of cool. They had a skull from the Lizzie Borden murders. I'm not sure if it was the father or mother, but it was there. Again, very, very interesting. The hand of a voodoo priestess and some of her voodoo dolls was there. A John Dillinger death mask, some 2-headed animals, and a giant squid, I believe. And also, to me, the most interesting thing was they had an actual dead fetus in a jar. It was a 2-headed fetus. You don't get to see that every day, and it's there. So if you go to Colloidius Blackstones by itself, it's only $3. So even if you don't want to go through the haunted house, definitely go and check that out. Some really interesting stuff there, albeit not a lot, but with as interesting as it was, it's definitely a must-see. Sam, what do you think?
My take on that, it was disturbing, but still interesting. If you're into that kind of thing, it's a must-see.
Alright, Libby, what do you think?
The two-headed animals were really interesting to see. They had like a two-headed squirrel.
Squirrel.
And it was obviously stuffed. It was pretty cool looking. The two-headed fetus was interesting to see. It was a little boy. That's very visible. The trigger finger, the skull, all of it was awesome.
Yeah, now I must say about the fetus too, there is a little disclaimer in front of it that it is, you know, displayed per U.S. government regulations. So again, you know, they're not messing around. It's not just some rubber doll in a jar. It's an actual fetus. Again, not really a place for kids. It's not that part's not for kids so much. But you know, if you're an adult and you still want to take your kids out there, definitely do, because they do have a kiddie games area on the midway where the kids can go, and it's I believe 25 cents per ticket or whatever to play different games, and the kids can win prizes. So while the kids are over doing that, definitely go check out Colloidius Blackstone's Chamber of Horrors. Unless your kids don't really understand all that kind of stuff, in which case it'd probably be okay to take them in. So anyway, that was that one. Very, very interesting. And then we got to the real meat of the attraction, which is Soul Takers Acres itself. Now, over the past few years that they've been operating, I've heard different reviews from different people saying, "Oh, this is terrible." Other people have said it's great, it's scary. So we just needed to check it out for ourselves, and we only live right down the road, pretty much, from it. So we decided to check it out. We went in, and the very first room you go into is a very, very cool animatronic. I'm big on when you see an animatronic not seeing any of the speakers or wires or anything of that nature, and there was none of that visible. Lots of cool effects, a great script, and just cool stuff. You proceed through the haunted house, and there's lots of great startles from actors. I'm big on the actor-based startles because I believe a person can scare you more than a sound effect or a puff of air or whatever. But those are things that, you know, you definitely have in Soul Takers Acres. You also have some great animatronics. There are some, you know, air startles, some water startles even, which is pretty cool. But again, overall, the experience there, we went through twice. And again, big thank you to the owner of Soul Takers Acres. Unfortunately, we didn't get his name, but he let us go through a second time, and we were able to pay more attention to the details. And they just put so much work into this. My only complaint with the entire haunted house was that it was just too short. You're looking at 10 to 15 minutes tops. The owner said that they do have some things that on their plate for next year, possibly doing a hayride. They're kind of limited being at the fairgrounds because there's only one locking building, and they obviously don't want people just walking in the middle of the day and walking out with their props and whatnot. So that's my only complaint, is the length. But I'm going to give it personally 4 out of 5 because it's fun, it's entertaining. The actors are never in the same place. The 2 times we went through, they were never in the same place twice, unless they had a certain station they had to be at, which is fairly common. But the free roaming actors were never in the same place twice. And just a great, if you're looking to take a date out and you've got a girlfriend that's, you know, easily startled, and you know you want to get close to her, this is a good place to take her, because she'll be, you know, when she gets scared, she'll jump right into your arms, and that's perfect. 4 out of 5 from me. Sam, what do you think?
Soul Takers Acres is pretty much fun for people of all ages. The animatronics are great. The actors are great. The startles are great. When we went through a second time, we did pay more attention to the details, and even though we went through a second time, I had forgotten the guy that was just stationed there was there, and that kind of startled me. So yeah, it's pretty fun.
Awesome. What do you rate it out of 5?
I rate it 4 out of 5 because it's fun, but the length, again, it's just pretty short. Fun but short.
Okay. Libby?
Holy crap. Okay. Sorry. Soul Takers Acres was really fun. The second time we went through, paid more attention to especially the animatronics. The first one was really neat. It had eyes, which made it have more of a personality, I guess. There's a girl in a coffin, and I'm still trying to figure out how they did that one, because it was pretty neat. Water startles, noise startles, actor startles, all of it was awesome. The water was really cold, though. Yeah.
What do you give it out of 5?
Gotta one up my brothers. 4.5 out of 5.
Yeah, it was really great. Again, we mentioned the length, but again, if you're looking to have a great night, you can go out to the haunted house, have a good time with your girlfriend or your boyfriend or whatever, and then still have time to go have dinner and a movie. It would be a great add-on to a night. I just can't say enough good things about it. They don't overdo the noise, they don't overdo the actors, they don't overdo the animatronics. It's all blended together perfectly for a good, fun time. Again, the only thing was the length, but if you can just mix it into a night of a great date and just go out and do it, and the Chamber of Horrors along with it really, really kicks that up a notch. Just seeing those different things. So I really, really enjoyed it, as we all did. Coming up in the next few weeks on the Halloween Freak Show, got some movie reviews coming for you. We promised our friend Zach we would review the movie Don't Be Afraid of the Dark. So that is coming, Zach, we promise. And thanks for watching. Thanks for being a fan. Also, I want to invite everyone out. One of the reviews we're doing is Fear Itself Haunted House in Mishawaka, coming up on the 13th of October. That's a Thursday night. We want to invite everybody out. We will be out there that night, probably about 8 o'clock. And tickets, you can buy your tickets online through their website. It's actually cheaper if you buy them through the website in advance. If you can't do that, just come out. Look for us. We'll be hanging out there pretty much all night. It'll be a lot of fun. Going to do some reviews, hopefully get some interviews with some of the actors, possibly the owner. Still working on that one, but hopefully that we'll be able to do something out there. If not, we'll still have a great review for you. And we're going to start inviting you guys out to different haunted houses if we know we're going to be there in advance. So if you'd like to come along to any of them and like to be notified when we know for sure we're going, definitely email us, HalloweenFreakshow@gmail.com, or send us a message or leave a comment in the comments section below. Again, keep watching. We'll be doing this every week. Sunday nights, the video will be out. And hopefully they'll just keep getting better and better. If you need to get a hold of us for any reason, HalloweenFreakshow@gmail.com. And we'll see you next week here on the Halloween Freak Show.
This is Halloween, this is Halloween. Pumpkin sleigh with the dead of night. This is